Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to part 1 of my Red Dead Revolver playthrough. This will be a 100% guide to completion. And I've been wanting to make this playthrough for a while now. It's not a walkthrough because walkthrough to me is step by step, and a playthrough is a guide, but it's not step by step. Let's Play is just like, hey, I'm just going to play this game and let you guys come along for the ride, which this is definitely not the case of either. Oh, hey, look, it's the demo. If I push start, it would have skipped the demo. But anyways, this game actually has a very interesting development history. It was originally developed by Capcom, or not developed by Capcom, it was developed by Angel Studios, which became Rockstar San Diego. The thing is, Capcom was publishing Angel Studios' game, Red Dead Revolver, at the time, and they were overseeing and probably overmanaging them because they really wanted to, like, they basically called the game their own to a strong extent. Angel Studios actually did the N64 port of Resident Evil 2, I believe, or was it 1? I don't know. I never played those versions of Resident Evil. I don't even know if there's a Resident Evil 1 N64 version, but you get the point. They were doing work for Capcom. The problem they had with Capcom was turning this game really arcadey, and they wanted to make something like what we know today as Red Dead Redemption 1. And okay, we already saw that, so I'm just gonna push start. We already what we know today as Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2. That's what Angel Studios wanted to make, which is ultimately the reason why they decided to sell off to Rockstar and become Rockstar San Diego, because of all the dispute for the vision of what the game ultimately culminates and becomes at the end. There was a lot of beef between Capcom and not like, I guess they don't hate each other, obviously, because Red Dead Revolver is actually published by Capcom in Japan, if you didn't know that. But yeah, they really didn't like the direction that Capcom was pushing for the game. You can really see what Capcom had in mind for this game in the trailers, the E3 trailers for like 2002, 2001. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'd like it more if Capcom kept control of this. Basically, this game is one of a kind because it's a Frankenstein game, a game that was originally controlled by Capcom and then retroactively retooled to become as close to what they could make to Redemption 1 and 2, which wasn't very close at all. This game was like 80% complete before Capcom sold publishing rights to Rockstar. And you'll see a lot of you'll see a lot of the stuff that Capcom does in this game. Like, I think this game has a lot of Capcom vibes, and the main characteristic that this game has versus like a regular Rockstar game is this game has an insane high replayability rate versus any Rockstar game. Any modern Rockstar game anyways. Like, I don't know, I haven't really met people that want to replay the Redemption games or the GTA games, the recent GTA games, the HD versus GTA games, where they beat the story and they instantly want to replay the story mode again. This game, you can sit down and replay this and beat it in like 3 hours. Well, that's my average time for decent pace while skipping cutscenes. You can beat this game in 3 hours. This game isn't very story heavy, mind you, but yeah. Anyways, let's begin. See, caution, and saving new game will override. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to hide the extra mode at the very bottom. So, if you guys wonder what that is, I'll probably do another playthrough series involving that at some point. Originally, when you start the game, it's either going to be normal. Actually, I think, yeah, I want to say there's only normal and maybe there's hard, but you have to unlock very hard, and in this mode at the very bottom that is blurred out or something. I'm not gonna do that hard to like hide the spoilers for this extra game mode, because you guys can just look it up. This game's been out since 2004, but I'm going to be playing this game on very hard, so I'm probably gonna die a few times. This game is this is one of the biggest critiques of this game is the difficulty and the graphics. I'll talk about the graphics after the first cutscene. Also, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Every chapter has this little synopsis on the left or right, whatever. You get my point. They give you a little summary of each chapter in the book, but the thing is you can't easily access this. I have to like click out of the chapter, go back to this menu, and then click continue, and then freeze frame it because it's going to go into that chapter instantly and not even let me read it. So it's very odd that they even added all this like detail or text on each chapter if you can't read it. You can't pause and read it. So this game has a lot of lore, and it's very easy to sift over it, but it's just crazy the amount of detail. Like, this game has a lot of untapped RPG elements, to say the least, in lore building. But enough bullshit, let me just read this. Chapter 1, the Bulls. Young Nate Harlow go to cabin ways away from Bear Mountain, partly to get some distance from the Red Wolf tribe after some folks weren't happy about him marrying Falling Star. Alright, let's begin.
Darling! Son! Our troubles are finally over. We hit a vein of gold as wide as a locomotive that runs clean through Bear Mountain.
Hey, Pa, where'd you get that?
Isn't she a beaut?
Yeah. Can I hold it?
She's one of a pair, only two in the whole world.
Where's the other one?
My partner Griff has it. We made him up special to symbolize our newfound wealth.
Can I try it out?
One day this fine weapon will be yours. But for now, why don't you take my old pistol? Go on down to the river and practice while I give your ma her gifts.
Okay, so there's a target practice area for you to try out your Pa's pistol. Follow the fenced area down to the creek bed to learn how to shoot. Here, let me see if I can get this secret right here.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it. I'll edit that in. But you may be wondering, because I'm pretty sure I already said it, because one of the biggest critiques was the graphics look horrid in this game. It doesn't really look like that right now, does it? Well, I'm playing the PS4 version of the Red Dead Revolver, and I would say the best version is the original 360, even with this like updated port. One interesting thing that they did was this game has cheats, right? You can open this when you do bounty hunter mode, and let's see, depending on what chapters you do, you unlock these cheats accordingly. Now, let's see, these are aesthetic cheats. This is bugged, as far as I know. I've always tried using it because I wanted to play with no HUD, but I just can't get it to work right, which is very sad and unfortunate. But this cheat right here, which is no distortion, I'll turn it on. And you don't notice the difference, do you? That's because they took out distortion in this port, so this cheat is pretty pointless. I think that's the main reason why a lot of people thought this game was ugly, but I think it was the problem with taking it out is it's kind of ingrained into the game. Like, it's very hard to explain, but the feedback system, when you kill an enemy, the distortion effect would actually give you a special feedback whenever you killed an enemy. Like, it would like distort really fast, like within a frame, like a few frames, you could still see it, like, kind of like a blink. So right when you kill a guy, it would like the distortion would like blink and give you feedback that you just killed that guy. It's not that big of a deal, but it was one of those things that I noticed because I played every version of this game that exists. So it really threw me off when I started this, because again, the game's kind of built around the distortion. Despite how ugly it actually makes the game look, it actually is part of the they designed it for the game. It's the same problem with trying to remove the letterbox in Evil Within 1. You can't actually you shouldn't remove the letterboxing in Evil Within 1 because the game's actually designed around the letterboxing, unfortunately. For the people that hate it, I never really had a problem with it because, like I said, the game was designed without it in mind, so they balanced it accordingly, at least from what I can tell. It's also the same problem with a lot of older games that were designed to run in 30 FPS. A lot of Rockstar games run in 30 FPS. They tend to, like, especially if you play any PC port of a Rockstar game, they like if you try running them at 60 FPS, the game actually like starts bugging out like crazy, like, or not like in an obvious sense, but like you get into parts of the game and things don't load right, or like for CJ and GTA San Andreas, or Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, when CJ is running at 60 FPS, if you're doing like the swimming mission, he's going to swim extremely slow, and you can't actually beat the mission legitimately now because the FPS is fucking you over. You should be running that game at 30 FPS. Also, you should probably be running at full screen, not widescreen, because these older games also weren't designed for widescreen in mind. That's the main thing about this port. I would say this is an overall good port. There were a few bugs here and there. Like later on, there was this one like game-breaking bug that I had to like straight up reload the entire stage. I don't know how I got it. I'll talk more about it later. But yeah, it was very, very, very odd bug. There's gonna be a lot of this playthrough series is gonna have some editing with clips of separate playthroughs I've done where I've encountered bugs, because I don't know how a lot of these new port bugs came to be. Though the one in this video isn't really a port specific bug. I think it has something to do with those birds back there that I was trying to jump into. Those birds actually have a hitbox. You don't take damage when you jump into them. Red will like fall down. It's actually pretty funny. Anyways, let's do this tutorial. See, this is why I like the Xbox version more, is because it actually uses the triggers. It's very odd to play any kind of shooter now that uses the shoulder pads or the shoulder buttons. Hit the bullseye. I can't remember what. I don't think L2 does anything, but it does R2. I think R2 is Deadeye in this. There's a limb system in this game actually. The enemy will react to whichever limbs you shoot, and you actually get different amounts of money. I do not remember exactly the payout. I think the torso is $2. This is $4, maybe $6 if you shoot them in the legs or feet, and it $8 if you shoot them in the head. I'm probably wrong there. I didn't read the manual. It says it in the manual. Anyways, you shoot them in the arm, leg, other arm. Whoop. If you want some advice on how to shoot well in this game, the game isn't like. This game kind of has like an auto lock feature, so it doesn't work in a dummy, unfortunately. But this game kind of has an auto lock feature, and the cursor's kind of like it. Okay, here I'll it's not really synced with your analog, so to speak. Like here, like left, right, left, right, left, right. See, it takes him a second to like sway back the other way, so it's a little sluggish. But if you want like a good shooting in this game, what I do is I tend to do, like, this game encourages like strafe shooting basically. Like, this is what I'm doing right now. See, strafe shooting is a lot easier than actually trying to aim in this game.
Red Harlow, what are you doing to my pots and pans?
Now don't henpeck the boy. Next trip into town, I'll buy you a whole bunch of new pots and pans.
Red, up the hill and quick, boy. We're getting raided.
I'm coming, Pa!
Alright, I'm gonna shoot these guys to figure out the
Go get them.
I'm gonna shoot these guys to figure out which limbs you get for shooting them. Okay, $6 for the arms, $4 for the legs, $2 for the torso, so I was right about that, and $8 for the head. Okay.
Kid's still alive.
Come on, reload. There we go. And if you're looking, if you saw that money I earned,
It's now or never.
the way the money's earned in this game is it's basically a combo system. So every time I kill an enemy, there are the amount of enemies I kill in this. I stole my kill. Anyways, the amount of enemies I kill in this combo are the multipliers, and then the limbs are the actual cash I get. So yeah, the additions of cash is the parts I shoot of the enemies, and then the enemies I kill are the multipliers. You can get some insane combos in this game. Like I remember getting like $1,000 or $2,000. That went too fast.
Pa! Pa! Get up, Pa! 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 Get up, Pa! Pa! Pa!
Kid, I reckon your pa's better off dead. Him being such a yellow belly and all.
Ah!
That's still crazy. It just shoots off his whole fucking arm. And Red's the only survivor. I forget if you see Falling Star or Red's mom in that cutscene. Oh, one fun fact for trivia: the title for this game was the reason why Red is named Red. Like that's basically the story was kind of retrofitted, or yeah, the stories fitted around the title, not the titles fitted for the story. Red Dead Revolver refers to Red with his deadly, or in the deadly revolver, the Scorpion revolver, as we saw in the beginning there. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I'll just like look over these stats and then end the video. Alright, I'll see you next time for part 2. Peace. What the hell is that? Did the bird hit me? I'm gonna clip that for something else. I didn't know the bird could hit you. I'm gonna replay that clip just to double check what the hell happened there.